When VIPs fight back, shocking customer service meltdowns that change company policies. Imagine you're at 30,000 feet, sipping a lukewarm coffee, wedged into a seat that feels like it was designed for a toddler. Your luggage? Lost. Your complaints? Ignored. Now imagine you're not just any passenger, you're a celebrity, a CEO, or someone with 1 million followers on social media. What happens when a VIP fights back? In today's world, where a single tweet can spark a PR wildfire, customer service meltdowns don't just make headlines, they force companies to rewrite the rules. This is the story of how a few furious VIPs, armed with platforms and persistence, turned their bad experiences into corporate reckonings that changed industries forever. In the age of instant sharing, no brand is too big to fall. From airlines to movie theaters, companies have learned the hard way that dismissing a high-profile customer can cost millions, not just in dollars, but in trust, reputation, and future business. Let's dive into the meltdowns that shook the corporate world, starting with a musician, a broken guitar, and a song that brought an airline to its knees. In the spring of 2009, Dave Carroll, a Canadian musician, boarded a United Airlines flight with his band, Sons of Maxwell. His prized possession, a $3,500 Taylor guitar, was stowed in the cargo hold. As the plane taxied, Carroll glanced out the window and saw something that made his stomach drop: baggage handlers tossing his guitar case like it was a sack of potatoes. By the time he reached his destination, the guitar's neck was snapped, rendering it unplayable. What followed was a 9-month saga of frustration. United's customer service team deflected, delayed, and ultimately denied responsibility. Emails went unanswered, calls were transferred to dead ends, and Carroll was offered a paltry $1,200 in flight vouchers, far short of the guitar's value or repair cost. Fed up, Carroll decided to fight back, not with lawsuits or shouting matches, but with music. He wrote United Breaks Guitars, a catchy, 3-minute country tune that chronicled his ordeal with biting humor. Lines like "I should have flown with someone else," or "Gone by car," 'cause United Breaks Guitars hit a nerve with anyone who'd ever felt ignored by a faceless corporation. Uploaded to YouTube in July 2009, the video exploded, amassing 13 million views and counting. News outlets from CNN to the New York Times covered the story, and United's stock reportedly plummeted 10% in the aftermath, costing shareholders an estimated $180 million. The fallout was a wake-up call. United scrambled to make amends, offering Carroll compensation and issuing a public apology. More importantly, the incident forced the airline to overhaul its baggage handling protocols and customer service training. New policies emphasized accountability, faster response times, and better communication with passengers. Carroll's song didn't just get revenge, it changed how United, and other airlines, approached customer complaints, proving that one voice, amplified by the internet, could rewrite the rules. Not every VIP meltdown involves a celebrity. Sometimes, it's just an ordinary person with an extraordinary amount of determination. Enter Hassan Syed, a Chicago-based businessman who, in 2013, found himself at the center of a social media storm. When British Airways lost his father's luggage and stonewalled his complaints, Syed didn't settle for a standard tweet. Instead, he spent over $1,000 to purchase promoted tweets, ensuring his message, "Don't fly at British_Airways." Their customer service is horrendous reached thousands, including the airline's own followers. The tweets went viral, amplified by retweets and media coverage from outlets like BBC and The Guardian. British Airways, caught off guard, initially responded with a generic "We're sorry, please DM us" message, which only fueled the fire. The public shaming forced the airline to track down the luggage and issue a public apology. More significantly, it prompted British Airways to rethink its social media strategy and customer service response times. Syed's story showed that you don't need to be a rock star to make a company listen, you just need a platform and a credit card. The incident led to industry-wide discussions about the power of social media to hold corporations accountable. Airlines, in particular, began investing in dedicated social media teams to monitor and respond to complaints in real time, a direct response to the risk of another $1,000 tweet going viral. Not every meltdown ends with the company apologizing. In 2011, a customer at Alamo Drafthouse Cinema in Austin, Texas, was ejected from a screening for texting during the movie, violating the theater's strict no-phone policy. Furious, she left a scathing voicemail, ranting about her rights as a paying customer and threatening never to return. Most companies would have buried the complaint, but Alamo Drafthouse did the opposite. They turned the voicemail into a viral video, complete with captions and a cheeky montage, showcasing their commitment to a distraction-free movie-going experience. The video, played before screenings and shared online, racked up over 3 million views. Far from damaging the brand, it strengthened Alamo's reputation as a theater that prioritizes its core audience, cinephiles who value the experience over entitled complainers. The incident didn't just boost Alamo's brand loyalty, it led to clearer communication of their policies. Staff were empowered to enforce rules without fear of backlash, and the theater doubled down on its no-phone stance, even incorporating it into their marketing. Alamo's bold move proved that sometimes, standing your ground can turn a meltdown into a marketing win, as long as your values are clear and your customers are on board. To illustrate how these dynamics play out today, let's imagine a modern-day meltdown. Meet Priya Kapoor, a tech influencer with 2 million Instagram followers. On a luxury cruise with Ocean Star Cruises, Priya's VIP suite is double-booked, leaving her stranded in a standard cabin with a broken air conditioner. Her requests for a fix are met with shrugs, and the cruise line's customer service hotline offers nothing but scripted apologies. Furious, Priya takes to Instagram Live, streaming her sweaty, cramped conditions to her followers. She hashtags #OceanStarFail and shares screenshots of her ignored emails. Within hours, the video has 500,000 views, and travel bloggers pick up the story. A rival cruise line even chimes in, offering Priya a free trip. The backlash forces Ocean Star to upgrade her to the presidential suite, issue a public apology, and retrain their staff on handling VIP complaints. Priya's followers, inspired by her stand, start sharing their own horror stories, turning a single meltdown into a movement for better cruise line accountability. This fictional scenario mirrors real-world trends. VIPs with platforms can amplify their complaints, forcing companies to act fast or face reputational ruin. Ocean Star, like many brands, learns that in the social media age, every customer is a potential influencer. These stories, real and imagined, highlight a seismic shift in customer service. In the pre-digital era, VIPs relied on personal connections or legal threats to get results. Today, a single post can reach millions, making every customer a potential PR crisis. Companies have responded by rethinking their approaches. Training overhauls. Airlines like United and British Airways now invest heavily in staff training, emphasizing empathy, accountability, and quick resolution. Scripts are out, human connection is in. Social media monitoring. Brands employ dedicated teams to track complaints on platforms like X and Instagram, responding in real time to prevent viral escalations. Policy transparency. Alamo Drafthouse's success showed that clear, well-communicated policies can turn a crisis into a brand win. Companies now prioritize upfront rules to manage expectations. VIP prioritization. While automation has reduced personalized service, high-profile meltdowns have pushed companies to reinvest in VIP programs, ensuring elite customers get the attention they expect. The numbers tell the story. A 2023 study by Sprout Social found that 70% of consumers expect brands to respond to social media complaints within 24 hours. Meanwhile, a single viral incident can cost companies millions in lost revenue and stock value, as United learned the hard way. Behind every viral complaint is a human story. Dave Carroll wasn't just fighting for a guitar, he was fighting for respect. Hassan Syed wanted his father's belongings, not just an apology. Even the Alamo texter, misguided as she was, felt entitled to her version of fairness. These meltdowns aren't just about policy changes, they're about the emotional toll of being ignored. For companies, the stakes are higher than ever. A 2024 report by Zendesk noted that 60% of customers will switch brands after a single bad experience. For VIPs, whose voices carry further, that switch can inspire thousands to follow. Brands that fail to adapt risk not just losing customers, but becoming cautionary tales. In the social media age, no company is untouchable. A musician's song, a promoted tweet, a cheeky voicemail, or an influencer's livestream can spark a revolution. These VIP meltdowns have rewritten the rules, forcing brands to prioritize responsiveness, transparency, and accountability. From United's baggage handlers to Ocean Star's fictional crew, companies now know that ignoring a customer, especially one with a platform, can cost them dearly. The lesson? Treat every customer like a VIP, because in today's world, anyone can be. As we move forward, the brands that thrive will be those that listen, adapt, and act before the next meltdown goes viral. So, the next time you're stuck on hold or staring at a lost luggage claim, remember, your voice, amplified by the right platform, just might change the game.